internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours Crypto. Let's get right into today's video. All those times they said we were just making stuff up and we had no evidence. Ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, it is indeed a mic drop. And to every single, oh man, all I'm gonna say, 10, 20, 30, 40, when it happens, oh my goodness, strap in because this one is crazy. Let me just show you a little bit of a teaser here. Listen to this part. And is the only DLT market operator running on XRP Ledger. It is crazy. JP Morgan is involved. Yes, they are using the XRP Ledger. It could be for a brief second. It could be they have been utilizing the XRP Ledger behind the scenes. But first, I need to bring something to your attention that is very, very important. You could skip this part. The timestamps are below. It is about the Whale Watcher report. I'm going to show you something first before I tell you what it is, okay? So here is the chart for this coin that some of us are holding right now. And we got in around here when I first announced it. And then I stopped because everybody was in the money. But the target was $1 million in market cap. And that target has now, I mean, it went to 1.4 at one point, right here, 1.4 million. But there is some activity going on here which makes me believe that it is gonna go to at least to these levels right here, which is the $2.8 million. Why do I say that? Because there are some big guys in here that came in with heavy bags around this price right here. And what are, this individual doing to be exact? They had bought 8 days ago, and that is when the price was, a lot. As you could see, they paid around 12 Solana for this. And for the individuals that got in, this amount you guys paid nowhere near 12 Solana for, right? So what's going on here is he has been accumulating, obviously, to dollar cost average in, but heavily, 3 million. 1 million, 3 million. And like this guy is top 5 right now. So what do they know? What do we know? Speculation, right? But again, I'm going through with what's happening and just how the Twitter is even reacting to this coin. And you guys that are holding it, you guys know. So if you think my vision here, my target here is reasonable, the link is in the description down below for the Whale Watcher report, and it's only going to be up for an hour. And the potential ROI on $50 for this would be approximately $157 in exit, profiting $107, right? So the Whale Watcher report, link in the description down below for the first hour. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I've showed you my evidence. I've showed you the value. I've showed you where this is going. Again, very high risk play. This could rug at any moment, right? We got in here. Everybody that got in around these levels, we're all just sitting comfortably. If this was gonna rug, it would have rugged already. Okay, that's just my opinion. I'm sharing my thoughts. So if you think that you agree with me on this, then link in the description down below. But check this out now. To every single doubter, every single hater, because there's so many of them, the ECB came out and said the second group of participants chosen to test DLT for settlement in central bank money. Here is the list of the individuals, right? PNB Paribas, Ripple partner, right? I'm not going to do this whole who's Ripple partner. They're all here. They're all utilizing the XRP Ledger. Everybody here is utilizing the XRP Ledger. We have JP Morgan, yes, they are utilizing the XRP ledger as a market participant, right? As not as one of the market DLT operators, which we will go into on a different episode. But this is just to show you all the banks here, Euroclear, we know, Ripple, these guys are all here participating. What's very significant about this is they announced this, and we brought this up, years ago, and they said, no, they're never going to use the XRP ledger. Banks are never going to come, but there's a lot of NDAs out there. They're not going to disclose everything that they say.
Which countries are you working on or working with?
We're working with many of them. They're mostly under non-disclosure agreements. So I'm not at liberty to share the details, but I would say, we are working with them in each continent apart from Antarctica. The study by the Bank for International Settlements estimates, I think, 80 to 85% of central banks are doing some work. We're at different stages. I mean, we have some active projects.
You mentioned there are other potential applications of Ripple's technology beyond cross-border payments. What are some of those applications and use cases that you're exploring?
Well, I'm not going to give away everything that we're working on, but the way I think about this is any transaction that has a middleman, any transaction that requires someone to kind of commute the trust between the transaction, with security settlement, insurance settlements. There are a lot of transactions out there that have a lot of friction.
And people want to still sit there and honestly pretend to play blind, which blows my mind. But so when I covered this last year saying, the ECB, they're going to be utilizing the XRP ledger, they came out with this article and they stated that they had a variety of DLT settlement options that they're going to be exploring. And right off the bat, I was speculating at the time, people say that, it wasn't going to be XRPL. And then May 14th of this year, they come out and say, you know what, we have 3 different settlement solutions, but they don't tell you what it is, right? And then just recently, they come out and say, again, they don't tell you what it is. But you know who told us? Anthony Welfare. Great to see that Axiology DLT has been approved for the digital euro testing program as a market DLT operator and is the only DLT market operator running on the XRP ledger. Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and smash that like button, throw the phone in the air, make sure you catch it, smash that like button again. This is significant. They will conduct their tests with a number of European central banks. Axiology is developing the tokenized bond lifecycle with central bank money settlement use case. And like I said, here is the list of the participants. And listen to this part. This is where things just get wow. Like, we have not seen anything. And remember, everything they do is in phases. Remember what I said about all those PDFs years ago, right? Set up the pillars, put in the research. You got to understand, this is going to get studied down the line. So they need to come up with this information so universities could be, educated as well. We're going through an education phase. We're going through a phase where only a few percentage of the world's population's brain cells could, grasp onto. And listen to this part. The tests, it's all tests, include trials with actual settlement in central bank money and experiments with mock settlement in a test environment. In May 2024, the first experiment was conducted successfully. It covered the simulated delivery versus payment settlement of government bonds in a secondary market transaction against central bank money, trillions of dollars. And they still haven't implemented all the phases into this trial as well, right? You also need to consider that. Listen to this. So this is what they're doing now. You guys want to know what's going on behind the scenes? Well, look, they're giving us a little clue. From July to November 2024, the group will explore specific use cases, joining a first group of participants who have already been testing this since May 13th. What are the odds? The big 1-3. This second wave will broaden the scope of the exploratory work and will cover domestic payments within the euro area with mock settlement, a wide set of securities-related use cases with both real and mock settlement. You see how they're slowly coming in. It's like a simulation.
Any transaction that requires someone to kind of commute the trust between the transaction with security settlement, insurance settlements.
And foreign exchange. This is where the money is. This is where the $7.5 trillion, that number is back from 2022. So I can only imagine it is over $9.5 trillion. Foreign exchange payment transactions with other central banks with mock settlement. Meanwhile, 9 participants from the first group will add further use cases and interoperability type solutions. Mock settlement. And every single XRP hater is also going to get mocked in the future as well, right? They're also giving you a little clue right now that you're going to get mocked if your brain cells don't take in and digest all this information. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. The writing's on the wall. And I hope, no, I can't even say this part. The writing's on the wall. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. This is just amazing to see, right? Anthony coming out, telling us how, indirectly the XRP ledger is being utilized through Axiology, just like the Axelar network, where USDC is going to be right? Smash that like button. Let me know what you guys think of the whole Whale Watcher report and what might, maybe go back and watch it if you want. But if those targets are hit, that's going to be pretty crazy. It could rug any time. Always take out your initial profits whenever you do any kind of investment, right? That everybody would tell you that. Not financial advice, but that. Anyhow, have a wonderful day. And we've seen nothing yet. That's all I got to say. Just sit back and relax and just stay safe and healthy. And, if this market dips, I'm aping all in.
But I think more broadly, there's a little bit more regulatory certainty to come. It's much better even now versus even just the past few years. And with that comes sort of big name institutional adoption that I think will be encouraging for others that might have been on the fence.
Building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.